Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well myself. It's Ndut or Auntie Wamaju, and I'm back again with a very interesting video. Let's do these three recipes. It's going to be butternut, roasted butternut with spinach and chicken breast. For the first recipe. The second will be fried chicken and cauliflower rice. And then we're going to do some pork chops and serve very well with tomato concasse and an avocado salsa. Delicious. So karibu, let's do this together. It's very cold in Worcester, but we are warming ourselves with food. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. And the colors for me are, so inviting. Yeah. And in culinary arts, we say that we eat with our eyes first. Yeah. So you have to make the meal so appetizing. We are starting with cutting up our butternut and seasoning it. I'm using seasoning salt and some herbs, and then I'll drizzle some oil on it. That's what you have to do. That's all you have to do. And then you put it in the oven. I'm still preferring to cook in the oven right now as opposed to the air fryer, just not to rush it. Yeah. And I'm going to stuff this chicken breast. I'm going to just make one chicken breast. Yeah. So because some of the families are eating other things, and I came in with a basil leaf, just one basil leaf, and I want to stuff this with just the basil leaf and some mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to tie this with my kitchen towel because it's a bit strong of a thread. Yeah, so I want to tie this very tightly so that the cheese doesn't spill out when it starts melting. And I'm going to place this chicken in the same tray. I will place my butternut squash because they're both going to take a bit long to cook. So about 25 minutes is when I'll do my first check and just see how far to go. Then I have my frozen spinach. Yeah. And I start by frying my onions and then add some cumin seeds. That cumin seeds and cumin spice, the powder, just go very well with spinach for some reason. Yeah. So I tried that and it just caught me by surprise. And I'm adding just that little water so that my frozen spinach can steam through. And if it's too much by the time I want to add my cream, I just remove the stock. And then, so that's what I did. And my spinach was dry enough to add the cream. You don't want to add the cream when the water is still there, the stock from the spinach, because it will be too runny. And I was just adding cream. I did want to make it into a creamy spinach. So that's what I did. And now my chicken is ready and it has also rested. So just want to slice it and serve it on top of my spinach. It's quite hot still. And this part of the butternut is not so big because of the hole. But I think it was a bit too much for keto. But yeah, it was really good. Now we move on to our next, which is cauliflower fried rice. And I had some deli chicken that had remained. So I cut that up and fried it. But in the meantime, let's make this cauliflower. You just rice it like this in the food processor. It really helps. Yeah. And then I added some oil in the pan. And I want to just make my chicken hot and a bit more crispy. Add some spices at this point. And I think I added very little. Yeah. Because the chicken was already flavored. And then I came in with onions, celery, carrots, some sweet peppers, and garlic that I had crushed earlier. And sometimes I crush my garlic and put it in like silicone ice cubes. That way I'll have it ready. But sometimes I keep it in a tiny mason jar in the fridge and then just use it when I need. And I added spices at that time. When I cover it with all this rice, I cover the dish actually before I stir so that it's all nice and hot. And then with cauliflower, you want it to cook it for a bit longer so that the cabbage flavor goes away and it's infused with all those nice spices, and you serve that with the salad. Amazing. Now we move on to our pork chops, and I'm serving this with a tomato concasse, some broccoli, and an avocado salsa. I just added avocado to a kachumbari and made it a salsa. So we flavor our pork chops, and I'm using seasoning salt. It's quite flavorful, but I'm feeling like this is not the best spice. Once I checked the ingredients, I'm just getting more aware, you understand? So just wanting to do to work with the best ingredients, yeah, and not everything works. Like for a keto diet or a low carb diet, you want to eliminate a lot of the things that are so carby, just like, cauliflower, I mean corn flour, just flours. Yeah, you want to eliminate that. You want to eliminate things like potatoes, sweet potatoes. And if you have to do things like squashes, you want to do just a small portion, smaller than what I served in the first meal. And just, like the piece of meat should be like palm size. So now we are serving less. At first, when we were getting into this keto journey, it would be eat as much as you want, because you want to change the fuel. Yeah, you want to change the fuel, and drain out any fuel that is being provided by the glucose from the carbs that you eat. And when it's changing and you're getting your ketones, yeah, and your body is getting used to just burning fat as opposed to the glucose, then you find that you're more easily satiated. Yeah, when you eat, you get full faster. And so you have to now be very conscious of what you eat and eat smaller portions. You want to eat something that has a lot of fat, because that is where your satiation comes from. And you want to also eat a lot of vegetables, but keep in mind that veggies are also your source of the little carb that you're supposed to have. So also, you can't have like huge plates of something, yeah? So you reduce as you get used to it. So my broccoli, I'm adding just dry onions and water and a bit of oil, just steaming that together with a little bit of water. And I can add butter towards the end, just incorporating more oils of different flavors, because I don't want all my food to taste the same, yeah? So a little steaming with some water, add butter at the end. You can add coconut oil too, but like the younger guys in my family don't like that so much, yeah? So just bring this to heat and cook that until it's softer in texture, and then I'll serve it beside the pork chops. And I want to make a sauce just so that my meat is not too dry. Oh, I actually added some drippings from my bacon, so that's what's up. With keto, you have to use different oils. So I'm adding olive oil here to make my tomato concasse, and I'm just using plain crushed tomatoes. Fry that onion and add a bit of aromatics, and that is herbs, and a bit of garlic, just a little, because I'm not cooking a lot of it. I just don't want my food to be very dry, and I added some thyme. Just make it herby a bit, yeah. Now thyme is not like a hit with these tomatoes, as I found I added too much, so little, maybe 2 leaves or something, because it is quite strong and herb. And then some coriander, add some tomatoes, and you want to add some stock from chicken or beef just to make it more saucy. Once this meal cooks, that is what you want to serve on top of your pork. Make it so attractive. We eat with our eyes. So just like that. And then I had my avocado kachumbari and my broccoli on the side. And that's what's up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.